You can start
we're starting
whenever
now.
you want. Proof equals facts is going to ask the beginnings of the questions, and then I will, if he runs out of questions,
we have more.
Then I will ask questions. But
Okay.
you go ahead and you can start.
We don't have much
facts.
competition, so we should be good.
Yeah, everybody should get on the board. So. Yeah, I mean, I could Hootsuite it and tell people about it. But
you know, I basically don't really care.
I don't care either.
You know, I don't even care if we have 2 people in our show. It really doesn't matter. You know, I'm going to continue doing the show regardless, so continue.
Okay, go ahead. Proof equals facts will be asking the questions. Are you and Pseudofather on the same team tonight?
No, we're not on the same team. We have to fight. We have to go against each other.
That's okay. Could the Watcher be on my team?
Yeah, if you want.
You could be on. I don't.
Let's just do individuals, and Zoe and Colby could be together.
Okay, Zoe and Colby together. You'll be sucked out of this.
Okay, you'll be sucked out of the earth, and if you burst the bubble, what am I? A black hole. A black hole. Quasar.
Burst the bubble.
Nope. Okay. Burst the bubble. Okay, the bubble.
Wait, yeah, it's the atmosphere, or or the heliosphere, or the mesosphere, or the one of those sphere ones.
Yeah, the ionosphere.
Ionosphere. Yeah, exactly. Maybe.
Okay, this is a good question. Burst the bubble.
Sucked out of the earth.
Yellowstone National Park.
Oh, ozone.
I would say Yellowstone National Park. The geyser.
Burst the bubble.
Water.
Yeah.
Bubble. Yeah. Hint: the bubble comes in many colors. The Rainbow Coalition. Light.
The bubble comes in many colors.
The Pyramid of Aesop.
Sucked out of this earth and into the universe.
This will be a one-question night.
This is a good.
I don't think I've ever had a Friday night like this, though. This is interesting.
I know. The
Dozer Pyramid, yeah.
The rainbow, the sun, just light bursts the bubble. The bubble comes in many colors. No, the aurora borealis. No, I will be sucked off the earth and into the universe. Think party. Think party. Okay. Matter party? Like, I have no clue. A balloon.
A balloon.
Helium.
Helium. I'm copying her questions, her answers.
Helium, a balloon, sucked out of Earth and into the atmosphere. Yes, helium. Helium.
Yay! You got it. So Sarah's on the board.
I'm on the board.
Yeah, this is the first time you've ever been on the board, Sarah.
This is like, yeah, this is pretty much it.
I'm screwed on the board.
You get how the game works now? Yeah. So we're yeah.
Yeah, this is unusual. You know, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this on Blog TV.
Sarah's on the board. I know. Well, David
wants
more viewers. No, I don't think so.
I do.
Okay, well.
I really do.
Oh, maybe so, because he has been an Obama supporter in the past.
That's right, yeah. He's just running his show exactly at our time.
Okay. I don't know.
That's exactly what... Close the show now, David?
Close the show now. David never gives up and never surrenders.
Why would I close the show now?
The areas that Alexander the Great conquered, he named them Heliotropolis. Yes, nice. Interesting.
Good.
We're getting a PM from some person who lives in North Carolina, and I think he's like, I don't know how to say it.
Oh, she's on fire. I see what you're saying. Okay,
yeah, I'm on fire.
Yeah, you're doing great, Sarah. You actually landed that one. That was amazing.
Yeah, whenever somebody wins, I'm ready for the next one. I don't know if I'm ready for the next one, but you can go ahead and ask it, and it'll give everybody else a chance to start. Because David is... Didn't you already have that one?
Yeah, it's in another... He was in another one.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I just think it's appropriate for tonight.
Okay. Isn't it dynamic? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there we go. We're up and running. Just what I thought was, this is the perfect backdrop for tonight's show.
Okay.
Okay, come on in, everybody.
How many presidents have died in New York? Okay. 6.
6,
1,
7,
2,
8,
3, 4, 5, 6,
3.
7.
3. Mudflaps has 3. What is the answer? Bart got it. 7. Bark and Arco is tied with Sarah.
7.
In this incredible Nuclear Friday.
Bark and Arco. Okay, go ahead and ask the next question. Bark and Arco. I'm glad, because then I don't have to I can keep track of who gets points rather than who gets points and go.
We're talking about the future of nuclear power and the chances of us having a nuclear accident in the next, I'd say, 2 years.
They want us to join in a moment of silence for the people who died in the Costa Concordia accident. Is that the boat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A moment of silence.
At 10:30.
Okay, at 10:30
or 7:30.
7:30 we're going to have a moment of silence to think about the people that just passed away. Do they have a head count on the number of people that died in the Concordia accident? Costa Concordia.
I don't know. Let's check it out.
Was that a Carnival cruise liner? I think it was. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
Correct that we know what we know a week later. Here we go. Many details have emerged about what happened before and after the Costa Concordia ran around on January 13th, Friday the 13th, I might add. But it's still unclear that what the captain was doing much of that time.
Well, we'll get back to this and we'll talk about it, and I'll say, okay.
Well.
All right.
All right. So we're going to talk about the possibility of nuclear breakdown in our country, and a possibility of chocolate is coming into the room.
Come on in, Connie. You can.
I'm sorry, I talked about things that are kind of weird.
No, we actually.
No, that's okay. This is supposed to be Fun Friday.
We're down
down
to 13 viewers. Something as horrible has happened tonight.
13 is lucky for me, though.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, maybe you'll bring some energy.
Well, January 13th.
Okay, so who likes these? Oh, they're upside down. Reese's. You know, nuclear energy is all about Reese's peanut butter cups. Because what's left before the nuclear hits but eating Reese's peanut butter cups, right? You don't drop and roll, you just eat chocolate.
All right, Pink, I'll put you on the board. Okay, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, so you don't care about when the world's crashing, you just eat.
I say if you've lived a good life, fulfilling, just have some chocolate and go ahead.
Chocolate, yeah.
Let it
now
roll.
Let's see if this has cornstarch.
Yes, it does. It does, Sarah. I'm sure it does. No. Oh my gosh, it doesn't. We can have it. Yay!
No corn syrup?
There's
Seriously?
no corn syrup in Reese's peanut butter cups. I'm serious. And I even got you some ice cream. I got you guys some ice cream. Did I tell you?
No.
I left you a message saying, get me some ice cream, but then I knew you wouldn't get the message, and then I thought I'd get it.
Oh, okay. I figured you'd get your own.
I love this little thing this little cloud here. That's kind of cute. But you know, it's the last desperate effort, the last desperate measure of any country to use nuclear because they know we're all gone. So no country is that desperate or stupid that I can think of. Do you? Can you think of a stupid country?
No. All right, we're also in the middle of trivia questions. Proof Equals Facts is asking us trivia questions until 7:30, which time we'll have a moment of silence for the Costa Concordia accident that happened on January 13th. Okay.
Yes.
Here is the question that is in here. Oh, 2 in a corner, 1 in a room, 0 in a house, but 1 in a shelter. What am I? 2 in a corner, sides. 1 in a room. Sides aren't in a room. 0 in a house, but 1 in a shelter.
You're in the doghouse. I don't know. My brain isn't kicking in.
Nobody has it yet? All right.
I don't get it. I don't know. When in doubt, eat chocolate.
Yes, are live now, and we'll have a moment
is a great saying tonight for the illumined man from the Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, you can go ahead and read it again if you want.
This is a great one because I believe in it. It's the Bhagavad Gita, which I don't always agree with the Bhagavad Gita, but it was used at my wedding, along with a lot of other things. To the illumined man or woman, a clod of dirt, a stone, or gold, and gold are the same. So when we say illumined, that means that if you're living in austerity, living on the basics, you don't need tons of gold, just enough to keep you going. And if you have a stone, you can make stone soup, Sarah. You put a stone into a pot of stew, put some vegetables in. Pretty soon you've got a soup. That was, remember the story when you were a kid, the folk tale, stone soup. They kept, the man put stones, and he says, but these stones, they need some vegetables now. And then the people brought the vegetables and the potatoes, and pretty soon the whole village had food where they didn't think they had any. They thought they were starving, but in fact they all contributed and made one big wonderful pot of soup. And
she's not my mother, but she is single.
And I have all my teeth in my hair. Wow. No, that's kind of gross. Anyway, if you have gold, great. It's a good time to have gold, although if you have a stone and you have a clod of dirt represents the growing of the vegetables and fruits that you're going to need in the future. You need to have a garden. Isn't that true, Sarah? To have a garden?
To have a garden, you need
to have a clod of dirt.
Yeah, true.
And the stone, you need that to hit the intruder that comes in the house, right? Bonk on the head.
Yes.
And the gold, you're going to need to turn that into the gas station to get your gas and say, here, bud, I got a little, British sterling here. Can you give me like $500 worth of gas? And he'll go, yeah, lady, sure, like in a pig's ear.
Is Meow TV 2 in the running for Connie, to date Connie, is that right?
Huh?
Is she a cougar? Is she into men 20 years younger?
Come on, give me a break. Like, what kind of future is in that?
She did say that. She did say that she's been was looking for some roommates, and they all wanted.
They all wanted 20s and 30s, and I said, one hitch, I won't mother you, I promise.
I said I'll be a cougar.
And like I'm a lot of fun, I think I'm a lot of fun. But they want 20s and 30s because they think, some old fogey's going to come in here and, spread disease or something, I don't know what. Anyway, cougars I don't believe in because there's no future in being a cougar looking for 20-year-old guys. That's absolutely wrong. That's
I didn't know you were married. Meow TV 2? That's nice.
Meow TV 2, that sounds like Mr. Rogers.
Okay, next question. Which two states are shaped as a square?
Nebraska?
Colorado.
Nebraska?
And Nebraska. No, I don't think Nebraska is.
South Dakota.
It's not a square, though, but it is a rectangle-ish thing.
Okay, this is kind of has symbolic meaning to me, this
Well, the thing about New Mexico, the thing about New Mexico is it has a Rio Grande underneath it, so it wouldn't really be a square.
Yeah,
Texas is not a square.
Come
Give me a break.
Have you looked at the map lately? Come on.
Texas is like has a triangle at the bottom.
Right. It's the panhandle too. The panhandle goes across the top.
Oh, interesting, Meow TV 2.
What's interesting?
Okay, he said there's been a distributed denial of service on WhiteHouse.gov in progress. Basically, Anonymous may be attacking WhiteHouse.gov.
Oh, don't let me look excited, please. Okay, I'm not excited.
Oh, Pink got it again? Pink, you rule!
What did he get?
Pink, where have you been?
Wyoming?
You would have been winning all of these trivia contests. We've been doing them for about, 3 months, 4 months?
So what is New Hampshire?
Wyoming and Colorado.
Colorado, yes. Okay, that sounds about right. I'm the funniest woman in Wyoming, by the way, did I tell you?
You don't look at the states. You don't need to, Barkanarko, since you're Swedish.
Who's Swedish? Barkanarko?
Yeah.
Hey, we're Norska around here, so we like the Swedes, even though they're Swedish.
Google's okay. Google is your friend. You can Google the answers to the trivia question. That's all good.
Thank you, Mudflaps. Thank you, Mudflaps, but my daughter doesn't like my smile. She doesn't like me. She's 21. She's sassy, but I love you, Marissa, wherever you are, sweetie. I love you.
It is,
and we were going to talk about, what were we going to talk about? Oh, no, I'm having a senior moment.
2006. Oh, I think Colby got it.
What was that?
When did Pink got it?
Pink got it?
Okay, what was it? 2006? Oh, okay. She was guessing, when was Pluto classified as not
a non-planet?
As a non-planet.
What is it classified now? A moon?
It's basically a gas ball.
I know a couple of those.
A ball of gas.
We got a lot of those in the government.
A thing of hot air.
Oh, did you hear? Well, today I called on the SOPA today, and I said, hello, Senator Murray. Or I said, hello,
I
Senator
hope you,
Cantwell.
Good. Cantwell, by the way, is against SOPA. You know that?
Oh, good. Well, at least I put in my 2 cents.
Good.
But at least I called Murray.
Good.
And I said, listen, I'm a high school teacher and I've had enough of this.
Good.
Don't kill the internet. To heck with you. I'm telling all my students and my colleagues. I really kind of lower the boom.
Mud Flaps wants you to stand up. He wants to have a proper look at you.
I think that's called voyeurism, and I won't do it. I refuse.
She's a lady. Sorry, not going to happen. But she might stand up if she leaves the room, and you can.
And I might leave any minute because I'm being blown up. Look at this.
He likes redheaded women.
But we have this as a prize. Who's going to give to America's Third Party for this nice container
I'm not going to send that in the mail.
I'll send it.
All right, she's going to mail you this.
I'll mail you this Reese's, and it was touched by us. Here, touch it a little bit. It was touched by Sarah and Connie.
There you go. Potty's not here, otherwise he would totally be into that.
8 containers of delight. Just before the Holocaust, you get to eat all of these just before the big one hits.
Wow, I have to win that.
Anyway. Who's going to be throwing the big one anyway?
That's actually my survival food for the apocalypse.
Okay.
Well, I took it out of my closet, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, your closet is my survival food for the apocalypse.
I didn't know that. You mean I'm being used?
You didn't know? you were going to be my food storage.
If David fondles it, then Colby will really want it.
No, we can't mail that. It's too expensive.
I'll mail it myself. I'll donate.
Well, it's costly to
Well, as long as he sends like $10.
There you go.
Okay, so it has to be a donation. It's not to the winner of the trivia contest.
No.
By the way, we do have our
book
for sale. Yeah.
Yeah, show your book. Show your book. But $10 and I will send you this Reese's Pieces. No, it's not Pieces. It's Reese's.
Is Connie a lawyer?
No.
But I know as much as a damn lawyer. Oh, excuse me.
Thanks, Miss Coco, for coming in. Can we give Miss Coco ops, perma ops?
I'll give her ops.
I'm announcing, Miss Coco, you have a perma op.
I don't give ops, but David gives ops.
I don't care. I mean, I like Miss Coco. So far, Miss Coco's been good.
It's like Mango. Remember Mango on Saturday Night Live? Hello, my name is Mango.
The answer is 125. What is the answer?
What is the question?
Well,
you take the age of the America
to 2012.
Yeah. You got to do some math on that one. Get your calculator out.
Who was the woman that was married to Alice P. Toklas?
It's not 200 because then it's...
Greta Garbo.
No.
Wait, subtract 36.
Gene Simmons?
No. Who is the...
June Allison.
No. She's an author.
Laura Schlesinger.
100?
She's the one that always...
Is the answer 100?
She repeats.
Ghidra got it. It's 100. You are on the board, Ghidra. Nice work, Ghidra.
I like Ghidra.
There's a cloud coming out of your head. Like
no, it's a mushroom cloud. Don't worry. We're all a little burnt out from the Fukushima spill.
I know. Don't stand in the rain or the snow, please.
Miss Coca just had to go get some chocolate.
Oh,
did we get your saliva? We're Pavlovian dog
power
going?
suggestion. Miss Coco, by the way, have you heard the chocolate song? Let's take a break from the questions right now, just to play the chocolate song. Gotta do it.
This is Amy Cooney from the internet, who's a famous person on the internet. She let us play this for our show, and this is the best song ever because it tells women that if their man or their partner, whatever,
where is that?
Isn't giving them a lot of pleasure,
Lenny Bruce, please.
Go to chocolate. Okay, I'll find it for you.
Anything that's Lenny Bruce.
Okay, here, I'll let you find it.
Do you need to sit down here?
No, I'll do it over here. Okay. You have to open it up so I can get to it.
Oh, well, is it here?
Yeah. Let me get it.
Okay, David will get it. I'll move out of your way. You can sit here, David. I'll sit in the back.
Well, I can use this.
There we go.
All right.
We had
the best place to find something on the computer is to go to My Computer.
I know.
Okay.
That's what I was going to do. You said that you could find it there. And
you go to the users right there, F Drive, Cool Rock.
Cool Rock.
And then we go to Music, Amy Cooney.
Okay, this
here we go,
Chocolate. Well, you have to go to a lot of places.
We'll listen on our side.
Oh, they don't get to hear it?
In the morning.
Do they get to hear it?
Yeah, they get to hear it. It's going to play any second now. Just it's queuing up. Amy, are you ready? Go.
Sure, honey.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
I think it's already playing, but...
What?
Why?
Lost our
That's not
sound.
on.
Oh,
This is on, yeah.
I can make up a chocolate
Crank
song.
it, David.
Now this is what it's like to be.
That's funny, Colby. Oh, okay. Well, you need to go to text over video. That's fine.
Okay, silence is over. Thank you. That was 1 minute too long. Can you imagine what they went through on that hellish trip? I mean, there's some people that escaped with their lives. They got out of in the water and swam to safety. Seeing the ship going down, they took their family. I mean, there's some real wild stories coming out of the Costa Concordia, one of which is that the captain landed in a lifeboat. He claims he fell in. That was a very bad staring contest, yeah. Well, I tried to give you some good visuals to think about your future with Barack Obama, the nuclear accident that Iran could very well trigger, and wonder why Barack Obama is doing this. Why is he pushing the button of a wild nation like Iran? What's the deal? Is it to get them to reveal their inner secrets? That's not the way to do it, by shutting off their economy, by shutting off the oil that they sell. Now, you may not know this, but in Iran, gas is really cheap. It's like 27 cents a gallon, U.S. You probably don't even know that. I'm telling you something, you're shocked, right?
Mm.
Well, you can buy gas as low as 14 cents a gallon in Libya. The reality is gas is artificially high in America because they are basically making tons of money on us, Americans. The reason they're doing that is obviously to control the world oil supply and the monetary flow for their own purposes. But what's going on in Iran is Obama's threatening to shut off oil sales. And that's something that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, it's pretty sad. And the people of Iran will suffer as a result of it. But worse than that, it'll trigger a global economic downturn because Spain and Italy and Greece all buy oil from Iran. And they refine it after that. So the Iran oil embargo could be a trigger point for a nuclear crisis, and Obama is just walking right into it, waltzing right into it. And I'm a little bit concerned, and I wouldn't be talking about it tonight if I wasn't concerned. The fact is, if we continue to just alienate this particular nation of 60 million people, I might have to remind you, they're not exactly just a few people in Iran. That is alienating a potential trading partner in the world economy. I am not about everybody profiting from everybody else, but I can tell you, if we alienate Iran, they're not going to get real friendly on us. In fact, they see us as a mortal enemy, and they will engage in any way they can. Now, some people, some hawkish people within our government, would like to initiate an attack on Iran. We'd like to land troops on Hormuzgan, the area outside of the Strait of Hormuz, that is a potential area, a staging area for a war against Iran. This is something that many people think Barack Obama is getting ready for. Okay, yeah, food is high. It's still getting higher. In fact, food has doubled in our area.
H.M. Sir Nicholas, do you have a link to the Canada oil issue?
Yes, Japan buys oil from Iran also, Ghidra says. Yeah, good point. So we're talking about some pretty heady stuff here, and nobody in our government is talking about this. The Democrats don't ask questions about Barack Obama. They just kind of mindlessly bobble-headed say, oh, yes, Barack Obama's our favorite man. He's going to be our president again. Yes, sirree. Obama 2012. Yes, sirree. And the average Republican is walking around going, oh, well, I don't know. Do I to support one womanizer or a guy who also womanizes and who likes to have corporate breakups and liquefations and liquidations?
Mudflaps asks, what do you think of Scientology? At first he says he's thinking of joining, then he said someone told him that we are Scientologists. We're not Scientologists.
No, we're not Scientologists. Well, make no mistake about it. Hi, Potty and B. We're in the midst of our next question, and we're going to field it. Who's ahead, by the way, in the competition?
Pink Punk Bunny is ahead.
Pink Punk Bunny is ahead? Wow.
Way ahead.
Way ahead? Are you serious,
yeah.
Pink Punk Bunny? Zoe wants to be ahead. The Zoe Colby team is not on the board yet. Pink Punk Bunny is like 4 ahead. Okay, let's go for it. Pink Punk Bunny, you are amazing.
So go ahead. Proof equals facts here. Can ask the next question.
Next question. How many farms in the U.S. are family owned and operated? The answer is 527,000 farms. Good guess. We were close. Zoe and I were close. I'm going to say 527,000. You're going to say 600,000? 3%?
Of what percentage?
Oh, okay.
Of farms in the U.S. are family owned.
I'd say 2%.
I say 10%.
I'm going to go with 2.
I'm going to say 12%.
I'll go 3. I'm going to go 5.
I'll say...
Bark and Arco went 5. I'm going to go 3. No, 10, 7.
I'll say...
23.
15%.
16%.
50%.
17%.
49.
Right. 1%.
1%. 48%. 47%.
22%.
46%.
Family owned. Okay.
5%.
I'm going to say 12%.
44%. 43%.
Okay. Okay. 74%.
41%.
I don't know why I'd say that, but.
39%. 38%. 37%.
36%. 35%. 34%, 33%, 32%, 31%, 30%, 29%, 28%. Nick, nobody's getting it. Proof equals fact.
27%.
What are we missing?
26%.
We're missing 72%.
25%. 24%.
Lucky 72. Missed it
23%. 22%.
99.
22%.
Max?
21%. 20%.
99.9.
19%, 18%, 17%.
Chaos. Well, this is a great numbers game, isn't it?
16%.
Anybody psychic? We need somebody who can talk to dead people. Could somebody please step up?
15%, 14%, 13%, 12%, 11%.
Here we go.
10%, 9%, 8%, 7%, 6%, 5%, 2%? No.
Actually, 2% actually live on farms.
2% live on farms. 98%.
98%. Potty got it at 98%. Really?
98% are family owned. That's because they're like family owned, like S.C. Johnson, a family company.
A family company, yeah. The family of Archer Daniel Midlands owns all of the farms in America. Somehow I just don't believe that statistic, but I'm going to give it to Potty and B because he got it.
Well, I will say they're not small family farms. That's what I would say.
And then Monsanto tells them what to do. That's an interesting question.
Exactly, almost brilliant.
Thank you. If you're as concerned about family farms as I am, you probably want to engage in what is called humanure.
Thank you, by the way.
You go to the yard, the backyard, and you go to the bathroom, and then turn that into the soil and grow your own food out of your own feces. There are people that are doing that around the country. It's the humanure movement. And let me give you some more information about that. I'll give you a link right away so you can go try it yourself. Getting back to the room.
Okay, so these
I absolutely have to listen to people. Because it's essential that I go down there.
But you're not even reading what I'm reading, so
drop a deuce in the yard. Yes, thank you, John, just for talking about that. You know, we have to keep up with a guy in a blow-up doll who gets drunk every night on his show. So it's tough, you know. It's not easy. Especially when he wants to run a competitive show during our time period and just suck people away from us just to support Barack Obama. And that's exactly what he's doing. I think I'm going to run a 3 o'clock show.
Okay, good.
Starting this week.
Good.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing it. I'm going to start.
We might have
just
to do
pull
3
people
to
in.
3:30 if I work, but.
I'll see what I can do. Seriously, because this guy's messing with us
we might be
purposely.
gone, but.
Well, he was just messing with us when he recorded our show, and we were really sincere. And he's basically makes a joke out of everybody, including prostitutes on the phone. Abusing prostitutes on the phone is not cool. I don't care what anybody thinks, but taking advantage of a woman and telling her you're going to meet her in a hotel down the street at the Holiday Inn and not be there, and setting up some prostitution deal with some poor woman is sick. Sorry to say, it's sick. It's sadistic BS, and I resent it. Thank you.
There we go.
Yes, of course, Icy Warm. Anything you want. That's right. Workers at Walmart or prostitutes.
How many
right.
presidents are on bills, coins, and notes? 5.
Well, that's the thing, Almost Brilliant. You know, if you want to get into the thought of doing that, there are people in the humanure movement that do just that. Yeah.
Let's see. We have the penny is Abraham Lincoln. The nickel is
5. The answer is 5.
I said 5. He didn't say I was right. So
the answer is 4. When in doubt, punt. The answer is 3.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you can handle the emails for North Carolina?
I can see clearly now.
Sure.
The rain is gone.
There's a voting law for people born in the...
I can see all obstacles in my way.
How old are you, Icy Worm? And be honest in your PM.
If you lie to us in PM, you're gonna know you're gonna be gone, be banned.
And you should send me your phone number in PM too.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. We can see nuclear blasts in the background. Okay, so we are now talking about nuclear rain. Everything atomic tonight, folks. On Fun Friday, we're going to talk about nuclear rain, what it's like to be living near Fukushima, the place that, you know, has been a devastating situation across the globe. Have you been to Fukushima? No, not many people have been to Fukushima lately. It's kind of a weird and haunting place. 3 of the reactors are trouble spots. Reactor number 1 and number 3 have actually had a breach. 1 and 3. Let's see if we can pull it up. Fukushima, Fukushima, where are you, Fukushima? I bet Fukushima's hiding in ideas. There, Gulf oil spill. There we go.
Giant got it. Oh, sorry. Giant midgets. 11.
11 is the answer. Good. Giant midgets, you're on the board. Hang on just a second.
Just a sec. Don't ask the next question because I don't have access to my computer.
Okay, I'm going to make a red mark for...
There's 4, isn't there?
There's 2 reactors, 1 and 3, that have breached into the ocean. We're talking 42,000 gallons. Okay? Excuse me, not 42,000. There's 42 tons of uranium 237. That's what we're talking about. Okay? Just so you know. Okay, we'll go back to that in just a second. Now go ahead. Yes. 42 tons of... Yeah, it's not good. So don't go swimming outside your home in Fiji. If you're wintering in Hawaii right now, be sure to wear your nuclear-proof underwear. Grab your genitals when diving into an open ocean area and hold on for dear life, because get ready for the problems that are going to happen in this world as a result of a stupid leadership in not only TEPCO in Japan, but America and Obama. Folks, if you can't wake anybody up around you to the stupidity that abounds us, and we've talked to Gidra tonight, and I'm going to say, Gidra, you've been one of the brightest light in the room. There's always some bright light there's a silver lining in every dark cloud, and I got to tell you, you are the silver lining in tonight's show, Gidra. Believe it or not, you may not know it, but Everything you said in our room tonight has been spot on. So we are going to award you. We normally don't do this, but I'm awarding you operator privileges as well. If you want to come back anytime and join our little group here, our soiree, please do.
Make sure you bookmark us, add, rate, subscribe.
And become our friend, too, because sometimes we have to go to friends chat only when it gets real busy here. I think he went to Hawaii lately, yes, and I'm sure Michelle and he and Sasha and Malia, Malignant, whatever, actually went bathing in the nuclear water right off the coastline, because Obama is oblivious to the realities of nuclear contamination in the Pacific Ocean. I'm afraid to say that Barack Obama has absolutely no awareness of the nuclear problems that persist. We have a problem at another place called Fort Calhoun. Well, it's bad form, Malia, Maligna, whatever. I can make fun of anybody. And don't tell me what to do, because I don't take direction from anybody.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
I know you don't take direction.
I don't take, that's one of the reasons why I'm running for president. I don't take direct, you have an open mind. I do.
Go ahead, no. I have other things.
Go ahead. Continue.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
No,
you're doing things. I'm not. I'm just going to respond to the room.
Okay. So am I.
So make fun of little kids. Yeah, little kids that live in a little palace where their parents spend $20 million on hotels at the taxpayer expense, and I can't make fun of little kids? Is that a joke? Must be, right? You're kidding, right? They live in a little palace in a world of their own, and nobody seems to understand that their dad is a liar. And their mom is a liar. Okay, and they are engaging in a horrible waste of U.S. tax dollars. Good night, Zoe. Thank you. Sleep well.
Okay, you can ask the next question. Thank you.
Okay, Zip said he played right into the hands of idiots. Exactly. What do you think about Newt opening? Yeah, I think that Newt is essentially a person who is very, very addicted to sex, and cheating on his wife wasn't something he should have done, especially when his other wife, basically when he's dying, she was dying of cancer. We all know what happened with John Edwards when he did that. Newt has a despicable background of very weird engagements and divorces and things. So I don't mind what John King said to him at the beginning of the debate tonight, and I'm quite shocked at his reaction. Newt seems to be a very indignant person. He acts like he's an average guy. An average guy who makes $1.8 million from Freddie Mac over 8 years. That's an average guy. I mean, he paints himself out as a decent man who cheated on his wife who has cancer. Okay? So yeah, I think Newt's in some sort of an unknown territory, and I think the Republican Party is doomed. That's what I think. Yeah, go ahead and see your Barack Obama ad, Icy Worm, I know. There are all kinds of Barack Obama ads. He has $1 billion in his war chest to win this campaign. The American people don't even understand how oblivious they are to the fact that this guy is hiding a reactor problem at Fort Calhoun, and that's my next atomic discussion tonight. Oh, God. It's so sad, really. I mean, this is a situation at Fort Calhoun that it's getting worse and worse. I mean, we're talking about...
Maybe it's in 3D animated.
Yeah, maybe it is.
No, there it is. No, that's Denver Airport.
Right. It's down at the bottom here. This is the height of the flooding that occurred in the Missouri River when Barack Obama put a whole lot of spent fuel rods at the Fort Calhoun nuclear facility. Now, you're telling me that none of those fuel rods had any water contamination and everything's just fine? You got to be kidding me. And that's what he'd like us to believe.
I like what Zip is having to say. I hope you continue to join our chat, Zip, because you're saying, that if you see the people, the Republican candidates that actually have done their taxes, they've made $4 million, not to mention Obama. They have no, like you say, in any way, any of these other candidates cannot know what it's like to worry about your bills or your job, or they can't relate to the average Americans and know what it's like to struggle through, your daily life. That's one thing that we have that we can bring. We are average Americans, and we're some of the most frugal Americans, actually, that I've ever met.
Exactly. Okay, so we're just going to ignore a little radiation here. Just pretend like it doesn't exist. Yep. So just ignore that radiation. It's no big deal. Let's forget it. Forget it even happened.
Okay, I got the last one. Proof. I'll I'll give you a thumbs up when I'm ready.
Deidre got it? Okay, thank you. Excellent.
I'll give you
Good job,
thumbs up
Deidre.
on the PM when I record them. Okay,
we
ahead.
got 11 minutes to go, and the competition is getting very serious, as you can see.
Name one of 9 states that have cities named the same as...
Thank you, Ms. Coco. Yeah, I know you understand what's going on. Dark days indeed. Thank you.
Other U.S. states. I was going to say also Mississippi. No, possibly.
Columbus, Ohio. Ohio is one of them.
Oh, Ohio. Oh.
Okay. Nevada. You need to name one of 9 U.S. states. Oh, Ohio?
That have cities named the same as other...
California.
Miss Coco got it? Delaware?
Miss Coco got it? Okay, Miss Coco got it.
Can you name all of the... Can you give us the names of them? Delaware,
Arkansas, California, Maryland.
Oregon.
I said Ohio, but we'll give it to Miss Coco. I'm not playing the game.
Okay.
Remember I said Columbus, Ohio? I just didn't type it. All right, that's cool. You were guessing? Well, you guessed right, Miss Coco. Congratulations, you're on the board. Yeah, just ignore the nuclear radiation that's up here. It's nothing to worry about. You don't have to worry about Barack Obama either. He knows all about what's going on because he's going to clean everything up in your mind. If you're a typical person, I mean, I know you're not, but if you're a typical person who listens to TV and watches everything intently, you'll come out thinking that everything's just fine and Obama's doing a great job. Meanwhile, people are on the street, the overpasses, with signs ready to occupy your overpass. And the 99% of America is completely without anything. We're all struggling for opportunity, little jobs. I know a guy who comes in here who works at Wendy's, lives in an extended stay motel with his son. And they're living hand to mouth, week to check. And this could be you. You may be living week to week. If you get a job, you'll feel better. You'll have a better opportunity to get ahead. But a job at Wendy's is kind of like barely enough to get by. So our country is pretty much reeling with a lack of new ideas coming out of Barack Obama and the Democrats. And very little ideas coming out of stuffy old codgy fat guys and Mitt Romney, who seems to like to liquidate American companies and outsource constantly. So we've got very few choices in this election. That's why I urge you to start thinking of a third party and getting everybody on board with the idea that we got to split the vote. That's the key. Otherwise, we're not going to deal with this nuclear radiation. That's obviously a problem. Now, I've suggested, we're making the atomic theme our show tonight. I suggested that we create an integral fast reactor, a fast breeder reactor that can get rid of the spent fuel rods at reactors like Fort Calhoun. And there's 104 reactors around the country that have spent fuel rods, and they could be very well neutralized. 97% of the radioactive material can be neutralized. But we haven't pursued this, and Obama hasn't done anything in this area. In fact, Bill Clinton canceled the Integral Fast Reactor Program in 1995. Unfortunate. Bill Clinton and Jimmy Carter, ironically, did cancel a research into fast breeder reactors as well, which puts us in a vulnerable position and could very well lead our nation into a chasm of potential dirty bomb accidents. Now, if you want to just blow it off and forget about this, that's fine. Just ignore that it's even sitting in the sky. You have no need to worry about it.
Oh, okay. Or if you had that save button, Zoe Candy, there's a little save chat. If you just save it, and then you can send that to us via email.
Okay, next question. What goes in hard and comes out soft and squishy? Oh, gosh.
It's not bread. That's the opposite.
Yeah, it'd be...
not toast.
Cheese? Cheese. The answer is cheese.
Something. Oh, cheese when it melts.
Yeah. Cheese is the answer.
That's a good one.
I guess I have to type in the room. Oh, Pink got it. Gum. Okay. There you go.
All right, good. That's...
Fondue. I was going to say, yeah, we had a fondue moment there, not your bitch. Thank you for coming in.
Okay. All right.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're 6 minutes away from the finals. And anyone tied with Pink Punk Bunny? Because she's leading the pack.
No, Pink Punk Bunny is...
She's clearly way ahead. Okay.
All right.
3 lives have one gentle enough to soothe the skin, light enough to caress the sky, hard enough to crack crack. Yeah.
I don't know who booted you.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just. Let me look
sure.
back in the chat and see who took him out.
Oh.
You entered the room. Nobody booted him.
Yeah.
Nobody booted him. How weird is that?
No, he's in the room tonight.
Oh, okay.
You're in the room, Steckley. What are you talking about?
What's the problem, Steckley? Yeah.
When were you booted? Earlier?
We need to incorporate space. Yes.
Well,
space
I know, Steckley, we had some bad ops for a couple of nights ago. So if you were booted accidentally a couple of nights ago, 10 minutes ago, I didn't see it.
We didn't see it.
I'm sorry I missed it, but I'm glad that you came back. Thank you.
These are the fjords of my home country. And no, I'm just kidding. These are American mountain ranges. I believe Mount McKinley, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Thank you for asking about the mountain ranges. That they appreciate your concern. That's really good. A finger goes in knee.
Oh, who got the last one?
Miss got it.
Miss Coco got it.
Miss Coco got it. Yeah, we'll write that down.
Okay, let me just 1 moment.
You're leading this competition. Could we ask some questions toward the end here?
Yeah, we can ask any questions.
We got 5 minutes left. Let's ask a question.
A finger goes in me, you fiddle. What? What?
A finger goes in me and you fiddle. I'll say it because it's improper for a woman to say that.
Should I call him or after the show or?
This guy?
No, you know.
Yeah, you can if you want.
All right, let me PM him.
You can call him right now for all I care. Or let's see, we'll handle the show till the end here, and I'll follow.
I have a lot to do.
Okay, I'll stay on. We are not on Skype right now, yeah. Let's go to the next question. We're going to bring this up. Do you know where they are?
Yeah, but who cares? He's asking the questions. I can always ask.
Okay, a finger goes in you. You fiddle with me when you're bored. The best man always has me first. The garter belt? No,
it's the wedding rings.
The wedding rings. So the answer is ring. Miss Coco got it again. Is that right?
I think that's...
Yeah, Miss Coco caught it. She has with a ring, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Pink Bunny did not get it. So Pink Bunny, you've got competition from Miss Coco. Miss Coco is coming in from behind with 2. Miss Pink Bunny, or 3. Pink Bunny has 5. Congratulations so far. We've got 4 minutes left.
Hey, Repub.
Good evening.
All right.
We're going to wait for the next chap. We don't need to open a conversation with him right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say this.
Okay. Great. For a call after the show. Yes. Okay. Go for it. And right there.
Sorry.
Wood Puppy, no, they're keeping me out of the media purposely. Wood Puppy. It is an example of your country purposely. Yeah, you can advertise me if you want. Ask if people want me to be on the poll. If you get enough people saying, yeah, put David John Sponheim on there, yeah. Thank you, Podium. Yeah, write it in as Canadian election, even though I'm not Canadian.
Repub, I didn't get your response to my PM, if you got my PM.
Yeah. Repub, we are asking you a question.
Okay.
Okay, we are now 1 minute left, and apparently Pink Bunny is going to win by default. Yes, this is down to the wire here. Nobody, no other questions. So Pink Bunny, you got 1 minute left, unless a question comes in. You ran out of questions. Okay, we have one more question.
Oh, you ran out. I have 4 questions left.
Well, we have 1 minute left.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can ask those 4 questions.
Just ask 1 minute.
Minute. Okay. These. I don't care about that. Okay. These questions. First question. In 2008 Republican primary, in 2008 in New Hampshire, Ron Paul finished in what place in 2008 in New Hampshire?
New Hampshire.
Proof
Okay,
equals
Body
facts.
B.
Got that
Proof
one.
equals facts has it.
Fifth. Okay, proof. Thank you very much. You're on the board.
Next question.
Next question. What percent of the country's population lives in New Hampshire?
That's a tough one.
By the way, I will say...
No one's going to get that. That's just too wide. I mean, you have to count 1 through 100, and most people don't want to count 1 through 100.
Actually, special ed got it close enough. It's actually less than 1%.
Okay.
Less than 1%.
Less than 1% is the special ed, and it is the final. And yes, Pink Punk Bunny, you have won the contest.
Okay.
Do you want to offer Pink Punk Bunny a potential gift tonight, a prize?
Pink Punk Bunny already has a rubber ducky.
You already got a rubber ducky because you made a donation, didn't you,
yes.
Pink Punk Bunny? Thank you.
Yeah.
Miss Coco wants a second prize. Oh, you probably want these Reese's. I know.
Okay, I was
this cost
I was saying
to
Hoot
like
Sweet
$3.
that she won. All right, I'm just gonna Hoot Sweet that you won, Pink Punk Bunny.
She's gonna Hoot Sweet you. Okay.
Yeah. Let me just pull this.
You're
up.
welcome.
Oh,
We greatly
so
proof equals fact. You were awesome. I appreciate the effort. By the way, Rick Perry has dropped out of the presidential race, in case you didn't know, and he's endorsing Gingrich of all people. Maybe he's got a special deal on hot dogs where they both chow down on those bratwursts together. I know they're both sporting a little extra weight there. Rick Perry has decided to throw in the towel, folks. Hey, with a guy like Rick Perry, who needs losers, right?
Okay, so Pink Punk Bunny.
Thank you. And Hootsuite is a way in which we can send out things across the board to all of our different social networking sites. Thank you.
Thanks, Repo, for telling us about that.
Yes, and thank you. Thank you for being here, and thanks for having me. The good times, the messed up thoughts, the spammers and attackers. Oh, thanks for the memories. Yeah, this has been a great...
Memories?
Well, whatever. This has been a great evening as usual, and I don't want to, extend the fun with a sardonic look at Glenn's room and why he's trying to attack me.
He's not trying to attack you, David. Just because somebody hosts the show the same time that you're on doesn't mean that they're trying to attack you.
All right.
Don't take things so darn personal.
Well,
and
I am
think,
personal, yeah.
Well, who cares? I mean, it just does not matter. I'm sorry.
Berman's the only Democratic independent? Yeah. Well, thank you. Well, the fact is, Original Sky Scion, I am a former Democrat. I left the Democratic Party 3 or 4 years ago.
It's not that I like Glenn's room. I just don't think that Glenn's room is personally attacking David. Because...
Yeah, exactly. Well,
that's what I think.
I'm not attacking Glenn. I just merely think it's sick to contact prostitutes and have them go out of their way to a hotel room and not show up. It's downright frickin' sick.
I do agree with that.
Okay?
That's not a good thing.
So it's not a personal attack on Glenn's room. It's just, it's sick. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, why do we even have this up?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I know why it is. Okay, got it.
Well, I didn't mean to get pissed off there, but that really, it's wrong, I know. You didn't miss anything. It's just sick. Yeah. Hey, it's messed up. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. At least you understand what I'm talking about. And, how do you make everybody come in a room and talk about a blow-up doll every night? I mean, how messed up is that?
I don't
Seriously.
know.
Is that what life is, really? It's all about? It's kind of funny if you have your head clear up your toilet bowl. Yeah, if that's what makes you, gets your rocks off, go right ahead.
No, that's
no poli-sci.
Right.
Glenn's room is all about calling up prostitutes and pretending like he's going to hook up, and then he calls and screams and says, "Mom!" He does his little routine.
Yeah, I mean...
yeah, I'm complaining because he supports Barack Obama, dude. Like you do. So, there's some problems there.
No, I've been in Glenn's room one time when he
We went and did an interview with him, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I have nothing against him personally. Yeah, exactly. We kind of know where you're coming from, Repo. Anyway, that's what we're going to talk to you about tonight. And, yeah.
It's snowing. Cool, Colby. Fine. Fantastic. Okay, let's play a video.
To catch a predator, right.
What's up with me this weekend? What do you mean, Potty and B?
How are you so familiar with his room? We went in his room one night, Sarah invited me to go into Glenn's room, and I said, okay, I didn't know what to expect.
And then other people said that they watched his show and said what
I saw a guy with a blow-up doll, and I was like, what the heck is this? Is this a real interview? Because I was quite shocked. You know, I was kind of bamboozled into the whole thing. And now he's got a copy of me on his little Glenn's room thing of me talking to him about America's Third Party. Hey, I'm for real, man. You know, I'll spell it out for you in detail. We've got nuclear energy, atomic particles in our atmosphere and in our water. In our country, we got major contaminations. We've got a Gulf oil spill going on. We've got raindrops keep radioactive on my head.
Thank you, the watcher.
And you've got the potential for any number of things happening. The oil spill is not going away. It's still sitting there. You've got a problem all around the world with crises upon crises. You've got Barack Obama spending nearly 3 times what Bush spent. And you've got essentially the Bush-Obama administration right now. I mean, it's pretty sad. I mean, you guys morphing from one character into the other. It's really Obama pretending to do whatever Bush wanted him to do. And many people in the Democratic Party are wondering, is this guy playing basketball every day? Is this what he's all about? B-ball? So we got a lot of problems right now. I bet it's private right now.
Thank you very much, the watcher.
Good night, my dear light bursts. Thank you for coming in.
What do I plan on doing this weekend? I plan on sending out letters to the editor for all the local newspapers for David John Sondheim for presidents. I have written a really good letter to the editor. I didn't post the entire thing on it, but I posted a little bit of it on my blog. I have been blogging, not every day, but I've been doing more blogging on ideasforchange.blogspot.com.
Proof Equals Fact says they found fish with radiation in New York, and they raised the safe level of acceptable radiation for people.
Right, exactly.
Good night, Colby. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
Good night. Yeah.
Yeah, and the AP is becoming political. Beware, not your bitch.
Thank you, Proof Equals Facts, for providing some very good questions. If you want to do that again next week, that would be
We're not tracking sales of the books. We'll be pleasantly surprised if people buy it. You got to understand, I'm not into money. I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me.
I know that Meow TV 2 said he's bought the ebook, and then
we will be eventually doing a full, complete reading for the book for people with hearing impairment, or a vision impairment rather, and maybe we'll do a visual for them too. They can read the book. But anyone with any kind of blindness will probably have a complete read, and I will do it professionally for them. I have yet to do that though.
Yeah, part of a page. Well, actually,
Repub, your whole philosophy is opposite to what we're doing here, unfortunately. Yeah, we're not greedy. We're not into that. We're not into material. Again, we're all about being honest and getting this country cleaned up of corruption. If you want to be part of the greedy Democratic Party, you go right ahead. No, seriously. Or the Republican Party, go join them. Or be any greedy person out there. We're not greedy. And I think you may have missed your mark on that one, because we truly believe in honesty in government, not the kind of crap we're getting from politicians today. And if you think for a second we're just going to fall into that category of needing money to get reelected, then we become just like them, man. You don't get that? You don't see how corrupt the two-party system is and how anybody who's like them will become them? You need to figure that out. Yeah, Mitt Romney's a hedge fund lover. He's also a liquidator of companies and corporations. Be realistic. I'm not a suck-up, Repub. Period. I'm telling you, be realistic. Your president that leads you out of the hellhole we're in right now is not going to be a suck-up. The American people will not respect him if he's viable. You need to understand that. We're running a very unique campaign. Unlike Ron Paul, I'm not into money. Yeah. Thank you. Well, so far, I'm not trying to tell you how to be. You be any way you want to be. Yeah, Jeffrey emailed Obama's best friend, the CEO of GE, actually lost 25,000 jobs in America over the past 2 years, and he gained 25,000 jobs in, guess where, New Delhi. This is the guy, Barack Obama, wants to lead a jobs revolution in our country, and we're still waiting for it 3 years into it. And I can't believe the American people are even thinking about Barack Obama as their president another 4 more years. Are we brain dead? Has this country turned into jellyfish? Are we spineless worms just listening to propaganda going, oh, okay, yes, Obama, whatever you want, Obama. You're such a great military leader. Oh. Apparently we're a bunch of jumble-headed idiots in this country who just listen to propaganda and do whatever they tell us to do. I know you don't support Obama, but working for the Democratic Party like you do, you probably have a hidden agenda.
I don't think he works for the Democratic Party. Okay.
I agree, Gidra.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I think Obama is a traitor to this country, and I think a lot of people that support globalization are traitors to this country. Now, I'm not a person who's shut off globalization. I would open up the concept of globalization as a continuing trade practice, but we don't believe globalization is the answer. It takes jobs from Americans. It outsources all of our operations. It turns our companies belly up, and then they have to sell to foreign competitors. That's what globalization is all about. And why do the Democrats and Republicans continue to cling to it like it's some solution for our country? They are out of touch with reality. Our nation needs a regionalization plan. No, Repub, Obama never really tried to do anything. Obama is a puppet. Obama, if you don't understand that, you don't get it. I'm the real deal. Obama's a puppet. I'm an authentic, honest person. He's a money-grubbing pig. You don't get that, do you? You still come from the angle that, well, Obama tried and he just faced off with the Republicans, and gosh darn it, they're one and the same thing. It's a duopoly. They are controlling the entire political scene, and it's so obvious you can't even see it. It's like looking at the forest when you're in the middle of the trees. You can't see it. I feel really, really bad for people that voted for Barack Obama in the previous election, like you did. I'm sorry you made a mistake, but now is not the time to start defending a man who is an open liar and a puppet and an arm of the New World Order. A veritable tendril of the New World Order with Henry Kissinger as his secretary or special assistant to the president. That's what we're going on right now. We had a great dinner, Potty and B. We ate out. It was wonderful. Let me check the chat room because they've said a lot of important things I need to read. Okay, I think it's time to shut up with this negatives talk. I think it's time to end your conversation. We're going to have a conversation with you tonight, Repub, and I think we need to know more about your negative talk. Yeah, because we've been tracking some of the things going on. Believe it or not. Yeah. It's not good.
I haven't tracked everything. I can't find it. But
yeah, just look at who gives the monies to the candidates. The same big corporations. Exactly, giant midgets. Exactly. So we're all in this together. We're fighting this battle through awareness, through talking to people, and it's not working, honestly. You know, they have locked down on the mentality of the American people. That's right. They've shut down our ability to think. And this effort has been wide and varied and has completely bombed the brain power of the American people. Now, whether it's some sort of a chemical in our water system, some people believe it's fluoride in our water system that's lowering their IQ. Some people believe it's just the mass marketing and the propaganda that they're using, subliminal seduction, controlling us through words, through the secret messages that are embedded in commercials. Changing the way we look at things. I think it's more simplistic than that. I think it's a general bombardment of stimuli that is turning the American people into mush brains who drive around in their vehicles, consuming energy and eating food, and essentially not even asking the big question, why are they doing this? Why are they using so much oil when we don't need to? Why can't we just convert to more efficient cars? Why can't we have batteries that last and last? Batteries, by the way, can last a hell of a lot longer than they currently are in the current world that we're living in. The batteries you buy at the store, even the renewable ones, have built-in obsolescence designed to break down rather shortly. And I've said this before, I've got a battery that's from 1986 that's running as strong as it was back in 1986. Now, why can they make a NiCad battery back then that they can't make now to last that long? You tell me. And the answer is, they are screwing with us. They are purposely forcing us to rely on oil and coal, and they are not going to release their juggernaut hold over the political process, and they control the two parties. And this problem is not something that's just going to go away magically because everyone has a mush brain. You swallow the fluoride, Joey? Good for you. Yeah, and poorer people are, the easier they are to control. Wouldn't a roller system travel better than a rail? Actually not. The rail system, the maglev rail, is designed to push a magnet force upward against a magnet force downward, and that creates a frictionless barrier. There are no rollers. It goes on a glaze of air. There's this amazing barrier between the maglev tracks and the rail and the actual cars. And this propulsion is revolutionary, and we could easily have a maglev rail train. We're 10 years behind in that area. Shanghai already has one. They put $12 billion into it. And it's actually been paying for itself slowly over time. It'll probably take 50 years to pay itself back. We've needed it for a long time, yeah. So all of these brand new innovations are necessary. You need a leader who can tie all these pieces of the puzzle together and can orchestrate a true innovative plan for America to revive our country. But we are sitting there in sludge with Barack Obama controlling the media with all his money. And again, I remind you that money is not the answer. If I had 60 million voters, I don't need $60 million. You understand what I'm saying? And just because money buys media time and money controls the thoughts of the American people doesn't mean we can't wake up the American people and get them to think about a third party. And that's essentially the problem here. Well, we have a bigger following, Woody Puppy, but the problem is they are asleep or playing on the others. Basically, people filter in and out of here 30 to 50 people at a time. Thank you, Sarah, for your show. Right. Sarah is going to contact someone in our show, and I'm going to continue with this rant because I am pissed off. Personally upset that our country is completely mindless and unaware of what's really going on and how it's affecting the ultimate long-term goals of this nation. Now, the problem in Libya is actually worse than you know. We installed a rebel leader, an Islamist. And Libya is now an Islamist state now under Barack Obama's leadership with NATO. Now, you're wondering, well, what's been able to scramble the signal on their end? But regardless, I continue on. We've been doing this quite a long time, and I can tell you there are efforts to actually shut us down on all different fronts. The reason is I'm raising some important issues. Well, we are going to see that, right? In the next year, you're going to see me probably go into the mainstream media and shake this nation up politically. And they're not able to stop me because I'm working on many different avenues. This is not the only avenue we're on. So bear in mind, this is just the beginning. But we have a certain element of communication going on a daily basis with everybody in the chat room, and I want all of you to know that I appreciate you coming in and listening to me on these issues. But the problems are getting much more complicated. Pakistan, as I predicted in 2008, is no longer on our good side. They are beginning to turn more toward the Taliban, and Joe Biden and Barack Obama, ironically, are trying to broker a deal with the Taliban. And you're wondering, well, that's kind of strange. A lot of it's very strange. Joe Biden just said that we are not at war with the Taliban, when in fact we've lost hundreds of men and troops in that region in Afghanistan fighting the Taliban who've killed our men. But he, Joe Biden, the vice president, who's had 3 brain aneurysms, says that we're not at war with the Taliban. Yeah, and we are easy to hate now because Obama is blowing it all over the place. If I get signed to be the Justin Bieber, it wouldn't even matter to me, man, because I am beyond that. My whole conscious thought process now is focused on finding solutions for America's problems. I'm 100% dedicated to this, and there's nothing that can stop me. What they're trying to do is limit my access and shut me down any way they can. Romney has got a lot of things against him, Romney's got this incredible Bain Capital Company where he's leached tons of money out of that organization and taking down 3 corporations, causing thousands of people to lose their jobs. And Romney's got this 15% tax he paid, and he's afraid to even show his returns because he only paid 15% on over a quarter of $1 billion. Romney's very rich. Newt Gingrich is rich. He's been making money on all of his speaking engagements. He's been doing a lot of side deals, and now there's an investigation into Newt Gingrich's past. His wife may have brokered a deal or tried to broker a deal with an Iranian arms trader, an Iraqi arms trader, back in the 1990s. The FBI dropped the case, didn't pursue a sting operation against Newt Gingrich's wife. All of that's coming out in the media right now. All of this is for your ears only. If you come out in the show at any given time of the night, I will be talking about this, and I'm going to start opening up longer periods of time where we catch a younger audience earlier on in the earlier hours. This is the 2012 election year, and I'm stepping it up. Well, yeah, if it looks like the right debate, we will do that. I'm not going to miss out on any big opportunity with intellectual talent, seriously. But I will be able to debate directly with anybody on any issue. You got to understand, I am not going into the 2012 year unprepared. I'm very willing to face off with Barack Obama, Mitt Romney, Newt Gingrich, anybody right now. And I'm capable of going out without a teleprompter. And I'm prepared to do the undoable, the amazing talent that I will express to the American people will come out as the media looks in on what we're doing here. Now, if that doesn't happen and they effectively keep me shut down, which is very possible, we have other avenues we're going to use to get noticed. Like I said, I'm not firing on one barrel here. Okay? We are against SOPA and PIPA, and they have been postponed, so it's a win for everybody on the internet who ran an anti-SOPA PIPA campaign. And we pulled 15 sites down. We did that just the other day, and they were black the whole day with the anti-SOPA PIPA message that was accepted by millions of people around the world that are trying to stop these bills. We don't know, Potty and B. We just don't like bills that try to in any way suppress the internet, which we think is a vibrant source of communication. Yeah, and they've been using a version of SOPA around since the early 90s, proof equals fact, and yeah, they've been prosecuting people, for copyright violations in the recording industry. You know about the Metallica lawsuit? Well, look where Metallica is now. I don't know of anybody who actually buys their DVDs or their CDs anymore. You saw that posted on Facebook? Good, Woody Puppy. Yeah, thank you. Well, I agree, Stifler. The Illuminati is leading the United States, and we have to deal with that. Now, who are these secret, arcane, mysterious people, the Illuminati you speak of? Nobody really knows, but we know that there's networks of secret societies, like the Bohemian Grove gatherings that go on every year. We know that the Bilderberg Group is a group that meets secretly among world leaders, and they influence what's going on in American politics. Our nation is being essentially harvested like a resource. Everything that we consider dear, even our mountains, are being mined for as low as $2.50 an acre per year. Seriously, by foreign entities. Yeah, well, we can talk about that. Yeah, this is the Order of the Garter right here, 9/11. That's the Queen right there. There's a lot of sordid characters in this group of people that are extremely wealthy. And talking about Bill Gates is kind of an underestimate of their wealth. Bill Gates doesn't even get near their wealth. And we don't even know how much money they have. They don't want anyone to know. But 9/11, the Order of the Garter, is indeed an Order of the Garter. They are one of the chapters that are essentially part of a network. The Knights of Malta is part of that network. The Pilgrim Society is part of that network. Tim Geithner, our current Secretary of the Treasury, is a member, actually the president of the Pilgrim Society, a liaison between Britain and England. And that's where they control us, through the monetary system. And the Federal Reserve is just one component in that. The other is the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank. And all of these organizations have descended from a very secret plan nested within the arcane, mysterious backdrop of the Illuminati. The upper tier of the Freemasons are part of that. Thank you. Well, that is the Order of the Garter. Look it up. If you Google 9/11, the Order of the Garter, you will find a whole series of wikis that will lead you to the black nobility, Very dark stuff. People that have been manipulating the world for eons are still manipulating the world. And their eyes are watching me, believe me. They are a little bit concerned. I'm sure that they are. I don't know why, but Prince William's joined me on MySpace. I have no idea why I got an official invite from Prince William. I've never talked to the guy. He just recently joined the Order of the Garter, I might add. Yeah. Well, I don't believe in secret societies. That's the point. No, he's basically on a network that I hardly even use, MySpace. They actually tried to become my friend on MySpace. Well, of course I accepted him. Would you accept Prince William as your friend if he invited you? I don't even know the guy. But are we going to be influenced by these people? No. We're going to be influenced by the American people, because the American people need something far greater and far more important than a secret society does. The American people need a job. The American people need opportunity. They need a low-cost education. The American people need a clean environment. They need to stop this reckless abuse of the planet and destroying the oil. It's basically using oil to pollute the atmosphere and not even produce renewable energy solutions at a rapid pace. The American people need something that will get them some revenue, like tomorrow, like yesterday. And they're not getting it from Barack Obama. I haven't opened my MySpace account since I checked out, him joining me. It could be a fake account, Potty MB, but I'll look into it. Thank you for asking. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe you did. Coochie woochie. Peace to you, man. Peace, brother. I just want you to know that I am not about, blowing off an opportunity to speak to the American people on a daily basis because I have a few viewers. I'm going to continue doing the show despite all of the attacks, and every little bit, like every time they knock me down, I drop 10 viewers. So this happens periodically throughout the night. I'll mention the situation in Libya where we're supporting Islamists, and immediately our site got knocked down. We talk about things that nobody ever talks about in the mass media, like this nuclear reactor in Missouri River that definitely has spent fuel rods that are leaking. No one talks about this stuff. And that's what makes this show true journalism. The true free press. I mean, you're looking at the true free press just when you open up the blogosphere and watch these shows, assuming they have something to say. Thank you, Coochie Woochie. Yeah, maybe so, Poli-Sci. Which prince are you talking about? America attack Iran, Russia attack Turkey, World War III. There you go. Good little layout there. Well, the plan was put in place a long time ago. When the Illuminati financed Adolf Hitler, they put together the Lenin's takeover of Russia. They put together Obama's campaign for 2008. They covered up his background. Nobody knows where he was really born. They did a masterful job of hiding his background. They did that with Hitler, too. All of that's happening. You're right in the middle of the throes of the New World Order's final days of implementation. They're already stacking 804 FEMA camps around the country. They're already preparing mass graves for human beings. All of this is possible. Seriously. All of it's possible. So when people talk about that, like Alex Jones, come on everybody, you're going to be on the red list. You're going to be on the blue list. I mean, when you hear guys like that talking, you are going to be kind of amazed that they even exist. I'm not that one guy. I don't believe necessarily we're all going to some sort of a death camp, but they're putting the machinery in place to do just that. Now, we went out to South Bend, Indiana, Mishawaka, and out there's a small area just south of there called Beech Grove, Indiana. And Beech Grove, Indiana actually has an incredible facility for exchanging rail cars. And next to the rail cars is a human turnstile-like cage that puts people into red and blue zones. Believe it or not. This is really something that does exist. There's films of this location. They have buildings that they've installed large incinerators on. No one knows who's behind this. Senator Lugar has funded it has financed it. He basically, Senator of Indiana, has financed a lot of this through his apportionments. Why they're beefing up this railcar center for human capacity is unknown to me. Yes, we've extended it to 8:30, but I'm going to shut down the show right now. Anyway, we don't normally talk about stuff that's, pretty scary. But if they have the machinery in place to put human beings in death camps around this country, and the American people sheepishly just sat back and watched the NDAA pass, the National Defense Authorization Act pass 2 weeks ago, and Barack Obama signed it into law, claiming he had some reservations, but you know how he is. He's all full of BS, and he does things opposite to what he says. Then we know, yeah, it's a corporate-controlled big government situation. I know, Coochie Woochie. We're all on top of that. So what I want you all to think about is what you're going to do to promote a third party to get us out of this mire. That's what I want you to think about this weekend. What you're going to do to change the country. Now, we've got a couple ways you can get involved by going to americasthirdparty.com/getinvolved. And you can find out from there what to do to promote America's third party. That's one thing you can do. The other thing you do is just talk to people about the possibility of a third party and feel them out. Do a little litmus test on them and see where they're coming from. Mom, Dad, your friends. And if they say, oh, you're a whack job for thinking a third party's ever going to win, tell them, how long are we to live under the tyranny of the two-party system, where they don't do anything, they just promise us BS all over the place and never deliver? How long are we to live under these people that are corrupt and doing the bidding of corporations and not common people like you and I? How long are we to listen to their lies and never see results? Because that's what the American people are in right now, this kind of a fugue state where they can't really rationally understand what the hell's going on. You need to talk to them and get in their face and say, wake up, America. And that's exactly what this is all about. So this will continue on Monday with Conspiracy Monday. We'll keep this whole show rolling on, and I'm going to go right into the depth of the intelligence communities and how they've kind of warped the whole story and made it so that war is profitable, and they continue to get us involved in war after war, and we became the policemen of the world somehow, and now they're wondering how to keep us down, so they keep sending in illegal immigrants into our country and breaking down the social fabric of our nation with immorality. Not that I care about that, but bear in mind, we just have this massive amount of stimuli, whether it's porn, whether it's cable TV, whether it's the internet, whether it's just you playing a video game and just zoning out. They've got a way to keep us from thinking. And that's what I'm talking about. They've done a great job at keeping us from thinking, let alone organizing. So if they get everybody scramble-brained and not thinking, they got us in a good position to keep us down. And they've effectively shunned anybody who comes up with any new ideas. Now, I've been knocked off this show tonight 4 times, and every time we come back with fewer viewers. And that's something that they've effectively been able to do through some sort of a program that they've installed at Blog TV. I don't know where they're doing it or how they're doing it, but they're doing it. So we are continuing to strive through this, and then we're going to break out into other networks this year, and we're going to start doing everything to work around their control mechanism to shut us down. All right, thank you for coming in, and I'll bring you a movie, and you guys can think about all this for the weekend. They wouldn't let me get on Howard Stern, Potty and B. I've tried. Yeah, he's totally bought off. See you guys. Good night, Pink Punk Bunny, and thank you for winning the contest. You're awesome. You're wonderful. Pink Punk Bunny, everybody, wonderful to have you back, and enjoy your presence when you are here. Thank you. Goodbye, Giant Midgets. Stifler, good night. Thank you. Meow TV, as always, not your bitch. Thank you for coming in. Original Sky Scion, planning on a third-party debate, trying to put that together. I appreciate you entering my name, at least. I will consider it. Polly Sci, as usual, good questions. Potty and B, thank you. Proof equals fact for all the questions that we had tonight. I appreciate that on the trivia contest. Repub was here. He provided his info. Woot Puppy and Zoe, thank you guys. Coochie Woochie, Ron Paul, you keep coming back as a different person. You're probably intrigued by a guy like me who truly does want legalization and wants to end the Fed but doesn't like Ron Paul. Thank you for coming in, and God bless you, Coochie Woochie. Well, keep hanging in there and I'll tell you more about our plan to end the Fed. And we want to retire their charter, and according to the Federal Reserve Act, we can do that. But Ron Paul doesn't talk about that, because Ron Paul's been bought off. He's just there to talk about it and not do anything. That's my suspicion. Check this out.